Alrighty, home sweet home. Vicky, Victoria, I've made it home. Yes, I've made it home. Home, home, home. First in this evening. Hello, Vicky. How are you? Lucky Beans. Tara, how you doing? Got your message? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Cheryl, how are you? Nice to see you tonight. And Becky, how you doing? Let me wish all of you tomorrow. Valerie's over there. Very happy St. Patrick's Day. Bella Rose, good evening to you. Black-hearted, yay, nice to see you. Nocturnal. Charlotte, Modest Vulgare. I guess I said it. Cindy, the very beautiful Cindy Talks in the house. Cindy, I was so looking forward to seeing you. And things kind of came off the rails there. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Welcome home. How you doing? Thank you, Lolly. Hello, Jen. And it feels good to be home. It didn't seem like it took long to get home today. I ran into some terrible weather. Hey, Jero, a lot of rain and cold. It was colder down Southern California than it was up here. Welcome back to the Rancho. Yes, yes, yes. Seeing Missy Jen, I've taken steps to try to isolate myself and using a lot of hand sanitizer and keeping a good social distance from Missy Jen. I feel really good. I felt good feel exactly. I just have the tooth thing I have to deal with here, but I'm not sure if my dentist, I was going to get that done in Los Algodones, but my luck, they'll close the border and I can't get back over. It'll be like a Cheech and Chong movie, right? Hello, agitator. Good evening to you. So it does feel very good to be home. If you saw Dee put up a video today, that beautiful Arizona sunset down there, and I'm happy he's going to be making some money, and he knows our paths will meet up again before you know it. Thank you, Eddie. I'm kind of standing by. There you go, Cheryl. I'm kind of standing by. Hey, how you doing, Sean? Soon, I hope. Kind of standing by, waiting to see if Missy Jen's infusion is going to be pushed back. Reason being is I have a sneaky suspicion that a lot of hospital space is going to be converted into hospital beds and units, and that might be one of the units. I'm not sure. They're prepping for big things around the hospitals. So we will see. Happy St. Patty's Day. Yes, yes, yes. I'm going to try to make it a happy one. I'm not going to have corned beef and cabbage because, frankly, they wiped out all the meat here in the store. I can't say I couldn't believe, hey, Goldie, the pictures that I saw that Missy Jen sent me. They stripped out every bit of meat, all the cereals, everything. Is absolutely insane out there, and we have to be prepared to deal with disrupted food supply chains for some time until they impose some type of discipline at the supermarket level. Because right now you got people that are camped outside. With cell phones waiting to tell people as trucks unload to raid them to go out on the show. Tara's mom made corned beef and cabbage Sunday. Yeah, glad you're home. Thank you, Craig. Thank you. I'm sure we pushed up a while. I think so too. I hope so. Yeah, Valerie, it's a big American thing. It means nothing over there. Well, we got everything we need. I'm simple. Missy Jen and I have prepped for years. If we need to, we have 5-gallon containers of food that we can make up this dehydrated food. That's I think we have 60 days worth here to go through. So we've been preppers for a long time. We have plenty of ammunition, but things are getting nutty, and this is exactly what I've feared a month ago today when I did that initial video about storm clouds on the horizon and a little advice to prepare yourself, because I knew this kind of thing would happen, and just like I expected, it would go way out of control. And people that really needed stuff couldn't get it because you have hoarders. I went on Amazon, you saw people, there were sellers on eBay, $25 for a 9-ounce container of hand sanitizer. It's insane. How you doing, Melinda? Next thing they say, well, how much you can. I think that they have to, Jan. And I hate to say, how you doing, Dill? How you doing, RV? That we loaded up, thousands and thousands of rounds when we could. So we're, I'm not gonna dwell on that, but I'm not gonna go negative. But let's just say they're going to have to take control at the supermarket level, and it's kind of, I knew it was going to come, but still seeing it is a really kind of different story. So it's going to take a while to get things worked out. It is good to be home. Missy Jen looks magnificent. I've been discouraging her from going outside. When she does go outside, it's very early in the morning before anybody else is around, which is a good thing. And she's picked up a few things. They've already eliminated our hand sanitizer, 2 per person. Yeah. Hey, Carla, which is not surprising to me. Hello, Mr. Jones. How are you? Hey, Slots Lover. I'm happy. Did we get toilet paper? Not not a prepper. They're going to have to put limits on purchasing because there's no reason for people to hog all the meat, and beef prices are now soaring through the roof because of this artificial demand that's pushing. It's ridiculous. Stuff is feeding through the commodity markets right now. Thank you, Kevin. It's great. Our elections tomorrow have been canceled. I heard that, Jan. Oh, thank you, Jody. Yeah, I feel excellent. I had a little sun, so I've been finally peeled that a little bit. It was kind of when you get a little bit of sun and it peels, but it's tight before it peels. Yeah, Maybella says, I've always been prepared. So have we. We took steps years ago. Yeah, I think a good prepper never really knows what it's going to be, and we think all these things of a government insurrection or zombies or something like that. Very few people could ever imagine, a virus coming down the pike that would do the social damage to the social fabric that it's done here. Vicky said, my daughter's a respiratory therapist in a hospital near Seattle. I worry. It's a legitimate worry, Vicky. It's part of the, thank you, Karina. It's part of the heroics of being in the medicine, right? Part of the heroics of putting yourself in the line of fire for other people. It's what makes a lot of medical people wonderful in my eyes. If they lay people off from the, how are we supposed to pay our bills? The latest thing under consideration tonight, Amy, is what they did. I think under Obama or Bush after 9/11, they sent every adult $1,000 check or something like that. They're floating that idea again of sending it. They're just, hey man, they're going to be throwing everything at this thing at the federal level except the kitchen sink. You can imagine that you're going to see a $2 trillion or more budget deficit for 2020. It's going to strain people's imagination what's going to happen. My job shut its doors. There's a lot of jobs going to shut their doors. I saw Las Vegas shutting down. I saw people go from mild concern when I was in Reno. I was leaving, very happy to be on the road and go over to Reno. And by the time I finished up last night in Vegas, people were starting to keep their distance from each other. And a little bit of the shine of the smile had come off of people walking around legitimately. When casinos closed their doors, as the Wynn and the MGM properties did, and probably the Cosmopolitan, some other ones will follow suit. That's really telling. And hotel rates have plunged, and cancellations are rampant. 16-hour shifts, staff called out. You never saw your 1,000, huh? Wow. Daughter said if you need to hunker down, probably be feeding her in a bag. Yeah, that's good, Jan. I think that's what families do, right? That's what families do. Talking to my daughter in the military intelligence sort of thing over and talking about some of the satellite imagery which has not been released over Iran and places like that. You've seen absolutely mass graves being prepared, and it's sad. You know, you don't have to be a Christian versus an Islamic person to. Death is death, sadness is sadness. Something on the order of 150 people died today in Iran. It's really, really serious, serious business over there. Who knows, Kelly? There's a lot of unknowns. Yeah, China now has bird flu running wild. So, in a way, I want to float. Yeah, Iran has no great health care, of course. They've dealt with the sanctions for having state-sponsored terrorism. Well, that's on them for doing that, and they're reaping the whirlwind now of being out of step with the social order. But it's avian flu, Amy. They're out of step with the social order, and they're paying a heavy price for their backwardation over there. Yet made it home safe. It was a very fast ride. I took 2 stops. I sanitized. I got plenty of hand sanitizer that I've carried in the rig for a long time, so it's all good. There's a cemetery that has a mass grave for yellow. Kind of scary. We might be doing that too. Hey, Monkey Boy, thanks again. Great to see you. Great to share a meal with you, and thank you again for the beer last night. Did you see those licking the Moskwas when? No, I didn't, Dill. I didn't see that. Yeah, I'm ready. I think martial law might not be a bad thing, Gil McLovin, to get a hold of people's tendency to be particularly selfish and grabby at times like this. Disruptions to the food chain are going to be severe. That's why you really need to lay in dry products. You had a good getaway, D. It was a lot shorter than I thought it would be. Saying goodbye to D was a difficult thing to do, but he understood I have higher priorities. Our counties here, of which thankfully Sonoma is not one yet, are in a 6-county shelter in place for the next 3 weeks here. They're telling everybody, unless you absolutely have to, do not go out of the 6 Bay Area counties. But tomorrow Sonoma County could be added to that to that list. Panther stopped at Denny's Guerneville Road. Okay, was passing through Santa Rosa, stopped at Denny's and Guerneville Road at the Bakersfield. Okay, well I probably passed you on the road today. I was coming up from Bakersfield, so. Okay, welcome home. Thank you, McGregor. It is great to be home. So everything's being done on a county by county basis here, but it is good to be back. Remember, if you're a moderately healthy person, I don't think that you have a lot to fear unless it mutates, which is a very big risk. Cobra John says, I've survived the Hong Kong. Most of it was most severe standing we came out. This is all. I don't know, Cobra John. They're not digging mass graves for sport over in Iran. It's really serious business, this thing. And I certainly remember the Hong Kong flu. My father had the Hong Kong flu. Oh, people. Yeah, just boot Mr. Just boot Mr. Potato. He has me blocked, so I can't see him. So just go ahead and give him the royal boot. I don't have time for nonsense. They closed all restaurants for dining service. No, yeah, they've done all that up here. The wineries are shutting. They've shut their tasting rooms. A lot of restaurants are going to fail up here. There's no way that they can keep. And Jen, if anybody trolls, just kick them out. You don't have to. You don't have to wait for me to do anything. Buy ribeye and crab legs. Yeah. Don't buy crab legs. Thank you. Yeah, just get him out. Get him out. I don't mess around with that in my chat. Save that for. Take that over to Elbow's chat. He welcomes those kind of. He welcomes that. That's his whole viewer base over there. So the road ahead. You think this is 2008? This is much worse than 2008. Twink the Troll. The level of damage to the financial markets and the. Thank you. The level of damage to the financial markets is severe. Okay. On the order that a lot of people will have to rethink how they're going to spend their retirements and things like that. The futures are up tonight, showing about a 700 point plus on the opening tomorrow. We don't know. That should evaporate sometime in the morning, and they'll be probing the downside again. I guarantee you that. So thank you, Blackhearted. If the past is any idea, yeah, you're right to be concerned. Just keep yourself safe. Do you think this will bring a housing? Yes. There's no chance that the housing market can be uncoupled from the reality of what's going on here. Yeah, it's going to be a long climb. We have to hit bottom first. People hate it when I say it, but I'm still going to stick to my original target of Dow 15 to 16,000, which will represent about a 48 to 50% decline from the peak as an initial down leg of the market. Gone and work, we shut down. Yeah, how would we pay the mortgage exactly? These are all issues. Thank you, Cupcake. But cooler heads prevail. Family is important at times like this. If you have family, draw them close to you, and that's the important thing in life, right? Yeah, let's plant a garden, a victory garden. I'm okay with the correcting bid. We'll be able to buy eventually. That's right, Twink. That's right. I mean, housing always cycles up and down, but this is you have to choose your words carefully, right? This is a trying moment in world history. I'll put it that way. And I often suspect that there's things that we don't know about this virus that people in the know do know. Hence the amount of trouble that we get. When did this channel? Well, Tom Finland, I don't think it's very apropos to come on and for yucks and things like that. I don't think people are in a mood to that. I think people would rather pick my brain a little bit at my age and some of the things that I've been through and seen, and some of the history that I've studied of panics and financial history on a year-by-year basis. So yeah, remain calm, be prepared, and it will pass. Okay, we going in the back of my get that roadkill. Hey Laura. Yeah, I'm just talking about current events. It's very difficult. How you doing, Foodie Voodie? It's very difficult psychologically to come on and, yuck it up. I know there will be plenty of time for that coming up. This initial burst of what I call horror will dissipate probably within a couple weeks or so, and things will get on a firmer footing. But there'll be long-term consequences to things. The point about this is you can't see it. Healthy people don't know they had. Yeah, that's exactly right. My 50th birthday. Sorry, PJ. I expect. Thank you, Jen. Their messages never get seen in the after chat, and they're just take them right out. It's going to be hard for people to come off. That's what I'm saying. And I always suspect that the level of pushback is always sort of in keeping with the level of advance. So you can't go 12 years without something meaningful coming down. Yeah, made it back home, Johnny West. So there'll be plenty of good times and fun times coming up. Just remember, in the worst of times, the overwhelming majority of people still keep their jobs. Okay, that's the important thing. If this keeps up, I will just go so as not to bother you guys. What does that mean, Cheryl? What does that mean if what keeps up? What does that mean? Do I know? Are you on your way out or something? Are you stricken with the influenza? Oh, okay. Well, that's why I got Jen in it. Did you take that long? It didn't take long to get home at all. It was pretty fast. There wasn't a ton of traffic on the road. There were a couple of accidents. But yeah, happy birthday, Paige. Really hope that you have a great one. I better close my eyes. Okay, you take care, honey. You take care, D. Things needed an adjustment in the world, that's for sure. Yeah, that's right, Laura. How you doing? For the people that believe in God, to just keep the faith, stay calm, and try to be a light in this dark situation. Exactly. No, D doesn't have corona. There was very little per capita when I was down in Vegas. Let's see, new angle to the camera. I'm using my cell phone, so it's perched up a little higher. I'm seeing the chat on my screen here, so I'm looking up at the cell phone. That way, I don't have to worry about the video cutting off the live stream. Let's see, when I use here, reading me, only half of what you see with your own eye. Donated to money and Eric and yeah. Why would anybody regret contributing something to them? You know, obviously obviously Eric has challenges. It's affecting people's driving, lots of stress. My neighbor had an accident tonight. Jeez. You get happy when you see him going for nice. Yeah, they were great. Yeah, wore out Mr. Z. We had a great time. Excellent, excellent choosers. We'll be back to the fun. I need to get off the road a little bit and get stabilized here at home. Hey, Kelly. There's a lot to do around here and to get things stabilized. Yes, it's not easy to get a job right now, especially. That's good, Cheryl. What's your prediction for economy? Well, let's tear into that. The first thing I want to say is I'm not a financial advisor. Just because I talk about stuff, I really want to put that out there that I'm not. At one time, I was a RIA, registered investment advisor, and a CTA, commodity trading advisor. That's long gone. Okay, everybody's financial situation is uniquely different. Okay. The only thing I do is look at history and look at human nature to see how people respond to things that happen. And I got a cue about a month ago when I saw this strange outbreak that it really cropped up in January. And I noticed that it was getting a lot of attention and it was garnering a lot of news at that time. And my study of history told me there's something really unusual going on out there. And when you can't quite predict what it is, but you know something's probably coming and it could be major, you kind of have a duty to tell people what you think and what you see out there. And that's exactly what I did in February. Who knew it would ever be to this scale? But it shows you the sense of being a prepper. Now, having said that, the drops have been severe. We're down 30% so far on the averages, and I'm just going to put it out there. Still looking as Goldman Sachs did yesterday when they talked about S&P 2000. That equates to 16,000 on the Dow, and I was out ahead of them by about a week or so, saying 15,000 seems about a likely, something a little bit over 15,000 as a turning point that'll allow us to turn upward for a period of 3 to 6 months before we once again turn down, and just this time it'll just be steady down, down, down for a very long period of time. So that puts the NASDAQ the NASDAQ 100 around 4,000 to 6,000, something in that particular area. Will it happen? Who knows? Who knows? I just say that human nature always repeats itself, and people do the same things through history. Cross-dressing stock went up 500 furlongs today. Well, we've already seen big disruptions too. It's very hard to get people to travel again. You can imagine if they tell you that the coronavirus is dissipated, people will say, yeah, it'll take them a while to get the spirit to travel and to go on cruises. They'll see corona around every corner, and it's a time for time for people to be on guard. and some of the imagery and some of the things that are coming out of Italy in terms of the Italians saying don't make the mistake that we made, not taking it seriously, and they're really in a major bad way over in Italy. What happens if the grid goes down? Ooh, good time. I don't think so, Kathy. I don't think oil's bottomed out yet. They closed our pool and everything here, so they changed the beer name. Pray for those. Yeah, that's it. A lot of people live paycheck to paycheck, Laura. Even my investment after 15 is not determined the best way. I'm out. The speculation into yeah. Well, that's the way to be, Cobra John. I've always been ultra conservative, but I don't have anything near, obviously, what you have in the markets and stuff. Your tennis got canceled today, huh? Okay, so usually when you have declines of this magnitude, it signals severe economic dislocation coming up. One lesson is no matter what your income, once this crowd, we should all strive to put away some funds to weather a shitstorm like this. Jamal, well said. Well said. Some prophecies claim 3/4 of the world's population will be gone. Well, you know, that, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. It gets a lot of headlines, but okay, yeah. Tell your boss you're. I'm sleepy. I had to watch Rosie Girl. 80% of London will get infected. But remember, you'll still go out. You'll still see sunrises, sunsets. You'll still have family. Throw out the gold and replace it with toilet paper. That's it. Exactly. Can't grow an economy from an well, I would agree, Lee Boy, but there's a limit to what I'm willing to discuss on YouTube. You should send everyone some real good cannabis. Keep us happy. Being home. There you go, RV Devs. It doesn't benefit anybody to be an alarmist about things. Yeah, 7,800 deaths worldwide in perspective. Exactly. It's not that many. That's what leads me to believe that there's something much more thing. What is this talk of FEMA camps? Well, I'm not gonna talk about that tonight. You know, there's some things afoot out there that if you think that the government just sits around now with their thumb up their bums, they may appear to be, but there's a lot of activity going on in the continent right now. Let's see, FEMA established the toilet standard. I just pulled my money out of the bag, a small amount, but I got it. Yeah. Yeah, thank you. Welcome, Annie. Welcome aboard. I was talking with Sprayland. Apparently, 10-year cycle predictive. I've said it disappears fast. However, in 10 more years, something worse will come. Huh. Wow. FEMA camp, non-essential wear out, probably all be shut down at the federal, state, or federal level soon. We got to get over the trick is we got to get past the panic phase, and there's too many people that believe it or not, even after a 30% decline, some of the internal gauges, the trend which measures, divides advancing stocks divided by declining stocks over top of advancing volume over declining volume, it still shows that there's still a lot of buying on the dips. There's a lot of people still putting a ton, like tonight, the future's up 700 points or something. Like, there's a lot of people still betting, that it's the buy of the century. And I'm afraid this thing won't officially bottom until, it's exhausted itself, all the selling here. What is really happening? there's a lot of theories. I don't want to do. I'm not going to be that person. I'm not going to be that person. I'm gonna continue to be upbeat. I mean, there's a couple possible scenarios, but let's let some time play out. I've seen a lot of things over my lifetime, but yeah, I think I'm not sure about that, Karina. Kind of cute that when he was the world's hub, man, a lot of people got sick then, as many as the common respiratory. They're spending all this money on supplies. Why the dip? Because they're only purchasing what was in the supply line. Laura, what the dip has to do with is the realities of the new world where travel grinds to a screeching halt. And remember, we're a service economy, right? Travel, restauranting, hairdressers, wine tasting rooms, leisure and entertainment. Up until probably 5 months ago, 60% of more people ate out than ate home, took their meals out or picked them up or had them delivered. Okay. All that's got to unwind. We have a whole service economy, right? The stock market will close up tomorrow just to drop the. Yeah, that's exactly what it will probably do, Cobra John. Until all the hope is gone on the floor of the exchange, we can't get a firm bottom in this down leg. So, the stock knows what's. There you go, Tara. Yep, need to know. Getting cat. Just want to. Yeah, I hear you, Jan. But it's a good thing you're not traveling. Right. When did people jump out of the window? That was a little bit overstated in the 1929 crash. A little bit overstated. That was in the wake of the 1929. China has to buy Vietnam. Yeah. Dave said, I volunteer. If things get really bad, you can eat me. I like that. Save the good parts. Save the good parts. It's everything that people had discretionary income is will be people will be holding onto $1 like okay. Companies are frozen at the borrowing windows now because let's imagine you've just gone through this horrific decline. You run an aircraft manufacturing company like Boeing. You're not going to get an airline order till God knows when. You have all this fixed overhead, and you go to a bank and you say, I want to borrow some money. And what's the bank going to say? We love you, but you don't look like a good credit risk right now. We'll lend it to you, but we're not going to charge you 1%. We're going to charge you 6 to 8, maybe 10% for that. So that's what a lot of companies are facing right now. Like I've said before, Junker, remember Occupy Wall Street? Well, the next Broadway show of that will be coming through real soon. Real soon. Oh, leave it in the bank, Kathy. Leave it in the bank. It's just a bad time to be a banker, but we're all behind the full faith and credit pledge of the United States government. Why are you buying you? I don't know. Why are you trolling, Gila? I mean, you don't seem real happy unless you're in here trolling. So have a good one, my friend. What's up, tribe? How you doing? Yeah. We should look up agendas with tons of docs. Boy, they sure get bent out of shape when people watch your stuff, don't they? I guess I'm more interesting than you are, Gila, huh? Let's see. Rosie, drug use to fight malaria showing signs of fighting. That's good, Johnny. That's good. That's good. I would expect they'll come up with some. It's a bad time to be a banker. Life in Santa Rosa is slim, tribe. Slim. Slim pickings out there on the shelves. Slim pickings out on the shelves. Yeah, it's insane jealousy. I wonder who that was. Who cares? I tell my mods just boot them out the second that they come in. It's pretty crazy here, tribe. Uh, Buying views. People can't stand that some people succeed on YouTube. Yeah. I'm gonna get something to. I'm gonna get something to drink. I got hand sanitizer. Yep. I'm gonna get something to drink. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Jesus, I never understood why anybody would bother buying views or subs. They're not going to watch. Bought subs aren't going to watch your aren't going to watch your channel. You know, it's ridiculous. Worried about cats being new to stairs. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Isn't it weird how all in? Let me see something. What did you say here? Isn't it weird how all global law enforcement wear stars on their shirt and no one asks why all countries do so? I don't know. It's become depressing. I have enough time. Whereas, oh, you have have a good time. Have a good time, Cobra John. Take care. For those that use it in the keypad, that's hundreds of fingers on daily. We're trying to be upbeat here, Lars. So the road ahead for me has obviously shifted. Here I have some responsibilities, things I'll be disclosing that I'm going to be doing over the next couple days. I've got time to focus on Missy Jen. I have a feeling that her infusion will be delayed coming up, which might not be a bad thing considering having the infusion removes all of her B cells, which are the things that provide the immune system, but they also trigger the T cells to attack her nerves. So, yeah. Yeah, cheer up, Cobra John. This too shall pass over time. It's up, D. Nice picture on your thumbnail. Okay, Lee Boy, the star represents an unbreakable mathematical configuration. Well, I'm a strong believer in mathematics and especially Fibonacci numbers, the golden ratio, 1.618, 1.618, those type of things. I think there's a lot of structure in the universe and people that conforms to that. The golden mean. Roosevelt Sound. What do we got? Excuse me, Churchill. What do we want? What do we got? Tears off on a tangent. Tangent here. Let's see. Kelly K has been doing the buck. Hello Kitty backpack. Twine in a Walmart bike. I hope she does a video of it. They're already starting to shut down Planet Fitness. Yeah. It's not going to be long till the Planet Fitnesses are shut over here. Why wait till it occurs? Even number freak off there's going anyway. I hate to imagine that fear. Yeah, doing good. Yeah, but the Fibonacci sequence, thank you, which is the basis of a lot of what's known as the Elliott wave theory, which is the only financial theory that I think is worth knowing. It's the only one that I have total faith in because it has to do with human psychology and human nature. Therefore, it's very strongly rooted in reality. Yeah, I think D was on the mend down there. So if you want to read something interesting, look at study something called the Elliott wave theory. If you want to see something that's interesting. by the 16th. Yeah, D, I knew that that was coming, but you have the ability to, to boil a little water and take it easy. Well, that's what it means, Matowicks. But to me, it's a perfect realization of karma. So let's see, Lars. Hope they have used something like a shower and a bottle. Yeah, I remember Jan did a video on that, watching Hidden document how a friend. Well, I think it's all part of that, Lee Boy. There's nothing astrological about it. It's the basis for the nature's design of the chambered nautilus. It's Da Vinci used it in his paintings, the golden ratio, all that kind of thing. We have, the Elliott wave theory perfectly encompasses human psychology, which is great. Thank God Dub says. Yeah, look it up, study it. There was a guy that worked for the railroads. He got laid up in a hospital and had time on his hands, and he made some startling discoveries when he went back and researched charts and things over many, many, many decades, and he discovered something very powerful. Let's see, if you were 2,000 miles from home living in a van, would you start heading there quickly? Well, Junker, they're having blizzards on the Sierras right now, so there ain't no way that anybody's making it over the Sierras tonight. They've had tons of snow. I don't know. It's called the Elliott, Elliott space wave, WAVE theory. It was developed by a guy called Ralph Elliott in Los Angeles in the 1930s. And it's the only investment thing that takes into account human nature, which is great. Yeah, the grapevine's closed. Yeah. Yeah, I hear you, Gerald. It's you might just have to develop something alternate to boil a little bit of water or something. It can take the long way home, Joe. That's correct. But it's going to be expensive to get over 3 mountain ranges. But there's people that would have been helpful. I would have been one of them, but those bridges were burned, and that's that. My husband closing casino man, then offer 2. Good thing I can't get pregnant. Hey, LA. Yeah, the birth rate in 9 months will be insane. Woo! Yeah. Yeah, it can be used as shower, but there's no. The hot water heater's defective. Thank you, Jen. There it is, a little quick blurb on the Elliott wave theory. You guys might find that interesting. No, that was Monkey Boy, Annie. That was Monkey Boy. Why close the grapevine? Because it's snow up there, Deb, and ice. So yeah, they'll be closing all the Planet Fitnesses. Yep, use the torch. It's a good time to be a cattle rancher, right? I think they're getting $238. I mean, it's crazy what they're getting on the wholesale now. I think as far as the market is concerned, just my guess is it will start bouncing around a little bit up and down, and then we'll put in one final leg down. It'll take us down to somewhere around 15 or 16. And that'll be a base for a good sustained long-term rally. And then were we? That's okay, Jen. Julie, yeah, we just. He's been kind of banished from the channel. Yeah, D-Dub was walking around a bit too, and then he took off. What are you confused? There were 4 people last night, Annie. There was me, there was Mr. Z, there was D-Dubs, and then there was Monkey Boy. Cheyenne barely moved during the first quarter of 2020. Well, it's a very manipulated, it's a very, the government's in there like crazy buying and buying stocks and things in China. They do that stuff. No, I'm a little tired, Lindsay. I wouldn't say I'm sad. I'm damn glad to be home, but it's been a long day on the road. It was pouring rain, and it's not the happiest time to be all happy-go-lucky. I mean, we'll get back in the frame of a few laughs and things like that, but let this first shock waves dissipate. Let these first shock waves roll off. Yeah, I'm not going to disclose that, Annie. Let's see. I'm getting a frog tattooed on my ball. A vlogger frog. Didn't he die? I thought vlogger frog got. I thought the old man got wiped out in the first wave. Yeah, that's what I heard. Him and Skiwi. Skiwi being medically compromised with. With what? He got kidney stones and yeah, do a video how you take a shower. But the problem is Marshall's water heater doesn't work on the rig. Broke off 2 years ago or 3 years ago, and he never bothered to address it. It's just something else he left for the future. I wrote 34 years old. Yep. Yeah, we don't ask ladies how old they are, right? I felt better when I saw the government budget 12 bill helped us through the effort. Yeah, there you go, Madowicks. Yeah. You're in a good place. Yeah, but that's too much work, Jan. Take care, Annie. Yeah. Woo! Yeah, I think New Zealand's one of the best places to be. I think the big fear they have is it mutates like it did in 1918. TNR says, I sure would love those salmon you caught about right now. Stores sold out of all made here. Same here too, TNR. Same, thank you, Annie. Same here. And the supply lines are going to be disrupted for a long time. This is why we prep. Tribe really has a hard on first. You can't ever let go of stuff. Yeah, we had a good time. I had a good time, Dan. I had a great time. Reno was outstanding. Dee was a lot of fun to chooch with him in Reno. I did discover Tonopah and Goldfields. I think that Goldfield, they would be 2 great places to explore in the future. But that time is not now. Okay, you're going to see a lot of nomads coming off the road. I did come out net ahead for Vegas. Yes, I did, because two good days back to back put me up. Yep, put me up. Gotta get back. I have to edit each one. Turn. Can't you mass edit them, Deb? Up at the top it says, all videos to click to do things. Make sure that you see that. Getting the garden planted. Yeah, spring is coming. People are going to be happy. This virus may just totally go bye-bye in the heat, or we don't know what it'll do. I think we can mention his name because Rosie does it. What name? Oh man, come on. Good evening. evening, Hop Frog. How are you? Yep, Deb, there's a thing up top that says do this for all videos. You can just click that and whatever you want to do. Whatever you want to do. Yeah, it's only elbow here. Yeah, that's it. He's passed into irrelevancy now. Uh, Things are going to change. Certainly the revenue for YouTubers is going to be collapsing over the next 6 months to a year. You're going to see a dramatic decline in earnings. Those who built their lives around YouTube careers are going to come to a sad realization, at least the small change ones like me. They're going to come to the sad realization that that rug's going to be pulled out from under them because the amount of advertising. There's no point advertising things when nobody has an appetite to buy a car or a boat or an RV, any of that stuff. And that's going to take a long time to do that again. Well, it shows all the places that have this virus, yeah. What do you mean a real one? Oh, he got his panties in a wad because people said some boo-hoo things about him, even though his buddy Mr. X had a ranch and everything else and everything that he wanted. Man, I don't want to talk about that. The guy is not relevant. He's gone. He's drying up and blowing away. Okay, get out there. Luxury fund of. Ball fun, buying electronics. That's what I'm saying. Nobody's going to. It's not in this. You have to do it on your. You click on your videos page, go to the classic one, and then up at the top there'll be a box above all your videos that says all videos or something like that. So yeah, they're surviving and making ends meet. They're not going to be advertising. They're going to be cutting advertising like crazy out of budgets. You think airlines have money to? You think they're going to waste money? Cruise ships and Mexican vacations and are you kidding me? Yeah, because the Dashiki's going to go dark soon. Hop Frog. Let's see. Yeah, Super Day. Yeah, they're doing a shelter in place here for the next 3 weeks. I may wake up tomorrow and Sonoma County will be included. Right now we're not included in that, but tomorrow. Okay. So the amount of advertising money on YouTube is going to collapse. And they're going to be dealing with that for long. The fallout from that is going to be severe. If you've not built a base of goodwill going forward, you are screwed. Screwed. And the real topper, the real cherry on top is the time when you really need a job, there won't be a job available. You'll be competing with people with PhDs pushing buttons on elevators and things. Yep, see how quick this script changes in real life? Exactly, tribe. Exactly. You're going to see a lot of the people that can travel are going to be many fewer people will be able to sustain on the road. So, yeah. Cheryl said Amazon's hiring. Yeah, but Matowick says, but won't more people be home watching YouTube ads? Well, they would be if the ads were being placed, Matowick, but are the airlines going to advertise? You know, are the cruise lines going to advertise? You name it. Restaurants are going to be able to advertise, chains. Let's face it, advertising budgets are going to be slammed down so fast, it's going to be incredible. There you go, Debs. You saved me again. You don't have to go through all that pain. Travel will be cheap because a lot of people will be convinced that it's too risky to travel. People will see coronavirus for a year or two. They'll be seeing it around every corner. So if I was a YouTuber, you know, yeah, airlines are the backbone of the economy. I'm also watching the rail stocks, Union Pacific and CSX and some of the other ones. They tell the real story about that, what's going on. So it should be happy days for Tribe out there. Tribe's waited for the day when the beatdown comes on, living free and off the dime comes. That's why aren't they closing? I don't guess there's much point to it, Brooke. I don't know. It's already spread. I mean, Mexico has cases. A lot of things travel by air freight. Not many people. Lots of people shop with their sidearms. It's the old west again. I love it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All casinos are closed. Yeah, we closed our big casino here in Rohnert Park, the big, great and the third biggest Indian gaming casino in California. It's a new world order coming for YouTube, that's for sure. Yeah, beer and alcohol will always be ample. Good to be home, Andrea. Nice to see you. China's begging not to do it, so things will. I believe things will be better in late spring and summer. We'll have a what I call like a false dawn, and it'll be months of some good feeling again. Most things are not much point officially. Yeah, it's not much. Nobody really wants to travel right now, do they? No, I went before I took off. I went and secured 2 big cases of the hot Korean noodles. Yeah, I got ramen noodles out in the van. Yeah, I got spaghetti noodles. I got so much stuff here. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We got dry food. We got everything. Yeah, Julie, I got your email by the way today. Very as usual, thorough as can be. We need that super boost, the Clipper song. I think I'll save that for tomorrow. Well, Cupcake, go find some meat. There's no meat to be had. Okay. See, this is when it pays dividends. That my simple life, my simple eating regimen, pays big time here. And amazing, everything else was stripped out, but the salad, the carrots, that was all still there, no problem at all. You and your ramen noodle. Let me put the old stuff. I don't care. I mean, 10 years later, I'd eat the noodles. It doesn't matter to me. You need to go fish. Yeah, I'll be fishing. But at Smith's, plenty of meat. Full Walmart. Yeah. So, no shawarma, no baba ganoush. So it's going to be interesting. All those people that always hoped of the day of comeuppance on YouTube should be very soul satisfied coming up. Baba Baby Ganoush. We're going to have a huge party. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They just did the first test vaccine today up in Washington State. Up at the Kaiser in Seattle. They had 5 people that have taken the first dose of a potential vaccine. So, do cheese powder sachet. I don't know. It'll be satisfying to see karma at work. That'll be the real. I mean, I don't wish bad on anybody, but my God, it's gonna be honor the cream. Can you back us a pistachio dish? There we go. Yeah, bake it pistachio. Yeah, yeah, I was passing through Avenal up I-5 today, called the pistachio capital of America. There's $50 in my Korean, get a big sack of noodle. Yeah, that's good. I bought a $50 mouse pad last week. You think it's nothing like the Vietnam? Gerald, I mean, I know, Amy. Yeah, Gerald, I didn't quite get that. I don't think cash is going to be the issue. Look at it this way, Gerald. There were trillions of dollars of American dollars just blown into smithereens. Okay, in the last month. Okay, billions of dollars have evaporated from the money supply. Okay, it's going to take a long time for the government to print that whole. To float that one again. So, yeah, that's what I tell you, Gerald. Relax a little bit and just everything's going to be. You're a worker, Gerald. You're a worker. You're a good man. You're a good man. What would be the time frame before you fly to Wuhan? I guess I don't know. I mean, I've been to Wuhan. It's an industrial city. There's nothing to see there. There's no reason to go there. If I had to go, it's arguably safer now there than it is here because the Chinese clamped that down, the travel. That's why I'm here, Deb. I can. Yeah. I'm doing well, Kitty. The president announced he was going to order masks for the United States. Yeah. It's good thinking. And if you're young, I still say if you're young and relatively healthy, unless it mutates, you should be okay. Plus, warm weather is coming. And warm weather is kind of the enemy of viruses and things. So, dollars. Yeah, Jen said the dollar store is wiped out here. Wiped out. Yeah, China I think is arguably a pretty safe place. Yeah, there's plenty of food in the supply. Just I knew this was going to happen a month ago. I knew people would go out there and just go. They always do that stuff. Grab things. No, we can't, Bill Elliott, because we're a society that's not used to authoritarian regimes. We're a people that doesn't like to be told what to do, so we can't really flatten the curve here. Yeah, South Korea, because they came out, they told everybody hunker down, freeze, keep social distance, and they tested everybody. Junker, I'm going back into hibernation till it's over. Yeah, mass hysteria. I think the country that's really being brutalized now is Iran. They're being savage. I think 150 people died today in Iran. It's a AEP. Hunker down, hunker down. Grab some vodka, drink it down. Yeah, introverts will survive. I haven't really heard too much about France. Super Day. Interestingly enough, Spain is being mauled. Italy is being mauled, and the I don't know, Johnny West. You tell me. That's the $1 million question. Yeah, that's it, Cheryl. Look for the positive. Try new recipes. Talk to relatives. Learn how to cook. Right? A lot of people don't even know how to cook. Jesus, tribe. Jesus, tribe. Oh man, poor Skiwi's out there battling the poor Skiwi and the puppet guy. Yeah, I got a message today that they think the puppet guy died. You know, I used to work with him, and I never got the flu. I haven't gotten it. I'm super. That's what I am, Jamal. I'm probably a super vector in his prevost. Well, tribe, I would say your ear is coming in. You know, I would say this is the bad moon rising, right? So all those stars that you've seen out there, kind of living off the fat of the land. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Super carrier. Tribe's been ringing the bell like something out of an Ernest Hemingway novel. Ding, ding, ding. Cupcake knows what I'm talking about. We're all coming to the Rancho. Yeah, the Sooner shirt. I can always tell Julie like Texas. The Sooner shirt, huh? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I like that. It made me chuckle too, Cupcake, because I know tribe. I know that mind. You know. Damn, how many years have I known tribe? Right? We're the Nimitz. That's it. You know, that's it, Jamal. We are. We are. We're the super carriers, the Nimitz class. Oh Lord. Gas stations in Anderson have "fuck off coronavirus" T-shirts on sale. I don't know, Madowicks. They better shoot some people into space so somebody will be around to tell the story. Let's go. Yep, you got to be ready next time. That's it, Dave. Even if you ring the bell, people still don't wait until stuff's coming down the line. That's why prepping is a very good thing. Yeah, we got our, where in the hell our bucket is. Got a big bucket. Buy a Corona. How would you feel if you went your low and guys with helmets on and them things for you don't get out lives are fighting over bread? I would think I was back in China in 1991, Gerald, to tell you the truth, or down in Philippines after the People's Revolution. Outside of every business, every bank, there was somebody with automatic weapons standing there. I didn't know whether they were paramilitary or what the hell they were. I'm so used to that crap. Yeah, 100 pounds of from dog food wasn't cheap, but lucky to get it. Yeah. Hey, Jay Hayes, how you doing? Nice to see you. And Bill Allen, Rosie's banned on timeout. What does that mean, Tom? I'm banned on timeout? What the hell are you talking about? We're not used to that in this country, Gerald, but I don't know what to tell you. Oh, I said the cursed word. Okay. Oh, did I say that? I didn't think I did. Dang. What's that? Irrelevant? Is that what it is? Irrelevant? I don't know. I guess I'm a terrible person. That sense of karma is a beautiful thing. Beautiful thing. I've got to. Does anybody know? Dee said they're going to be closing the planets down. Yeah, I'm kicking it, Jay. I came home, so I'm gonna just chill out here, concentrate on Missy Jen a little bit, do some projects, do some content here. Kind common cold hasn't mutated in all these years. I wonder why. Well, I think it just did, Madowix, and I think it did in 2007, 1917, 1980. People are getting very uncivilized. Yeah, Gerald, because we have too many people to support here. So all 24-hour fitness are closed in Bay Area. Okay, JJ. That's it. So yeah. So the Elbow wondered why I would be smart enough to get off the road. Well, now he's in a real pinch. Yeah. Hey, how you doing, chefs? Like, it always seems to mutate during election years. How you doing, chef? Nice to see you tonight. Yeah. Don't eat bats. Bats in your belfry. So, yeah. God. I don't want anybody in our community to be hit with anything. Yeah, and exactly, Cheryl, why you have a home base and why a home base is so great. And these people that believe being a van dweller is such a wonderful thing, they're going to see the whole ugly downside of that now. Everyone bought up all the junk food there. I don't know, Chef. I think that you'll bounce back fine. You know, it's going to take some time. Anybody who's going to be going into the job market, it's going to be extremely brutal. Yeah, I know, Gerald, but you got to cheer up, Gerald. You got to look. You're young. You got your health. You're in great health. You know how you have a skill set that you can take in and do things with. You know, you got a lot going for you, Gerald. You got a spotless, really nice place to live, and you're like at the other end of the spectrum. So, Kelly. Yeah, Kelly. Another one who just watched my videos and then aped it. I'm gonna get a beer. Doing some laundry. Got a couple of these things that I collected over the years for the van. Germex hand sanitizer. Yeah. Been using this. It's all good. All right. This is in honor of I know, Gerald. I have a couple. I got a couple bottles of that I had when people sent it to me. I think Katie might have sent it to me from Mississippi. So I got other ones too that they sent me. Yeah. Yeah. Well, part to see for the bucket chitters. You're gonna see the RV community just. It's almost like it's going to be the Grim Reaper site that just goes through and takes out a huge section of that community. Yep. Yeah, I heard that, Chef. Well, it's going to be true, Charlotte. It's going to be true. And people are going to discover once again that there's no such thing as a free ride in life, and there's no escaping the Darwinian imperative to be productive and to do something, and not to be a leech on society and things. So, yeah, that's good, Julie. Not really Matowicks. It becomes difficult to sustain that life with trying to get water here and there, trying to get food. You're exposing yourself to much more of a germ flow when you travel. Yeah, I'm glad he did donate that. I'm glad he donated that, bought all that hand sanitizer. Well, that's what I'm saying, vintage soul seeker. Assholes will work. They'll have to. There's, like I say, I mean, anybody doesn't think in the next advertising cycle that Ford, General Motors, McDonald's, Starbucks, every kind of kooky internet kind of thing, Babbel to learn a foreign language. You don't think those ads are going to be cut? Oh my God, you're going to see a 50% reduction in ad spending. I mean, these companies need these companies need to survive, man. They're not going to be blowing money into advertising when nobody's going cruising or flying or vacationing. Jamal, that's weird. That's weird. I don't know. That's true, Scuff Life. Not all nomads are like him. Some are very well prepared, Scuff Life. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. Some people prepared and do things what I call the right way, and you're probably one of them, Scuffed. You worked hard, you squirreled your nuts away, and when it came time to hang up your working career, you got yourself an RV and you travel and you enjoy, and you don't have to worry about living off of YouTube for anything. So, yeah, companies are hemorrhaging. Yeah. Yeah. Wash your hands. Thanks, Andrea. Good point, though, Scuff Life. So, good point. You're exactly correct. 100% correct. I don't know if I mean, if Lamont ever came here, I'd give him a place. He could certainly stay. He's been a nice guy. Thank you, Mr. Z. Thank you for a good time, my friend. Always epic. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Jen liked that treat I gave her. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Wash, wash, wash. It's not wash. Wash. War. Yeah, Mr. Z he's great. That was some excellent chooch. There'll be more chooching coming ahead. Ain't nothing going to keep me off the road, I guarantee you that, except Dizzy. I think Black Bigot was just being funny. Black Bugatti was just being funny. All those food reviews. Wish he'd eaten tuna and beans. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's it. Did you grab the handy dandy mixing things? No, I didn't bring that back, Jamie. You're generous with what you have. I am. I'm a generous person, Lolly. Why not? They closed San Francisco employees' retirement services. What does that mean, Golden State? They're not. What does that mean? They closed San Francisco employees' retirement service. Tell me like I'm a fifth grader. Tell me what that means. Yeah, your tat's going up your ass. Yeah, that whisk was good, wasn't it? Sister laid off my sister till April. What the hell are you people talking about? What? Yeah, should have gotten that meth whisk. Yeah. Sure, like your generosity only goes so far, though, right? Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. This is a lesson why you want to maintain, you want to be a positive kind of person, because when times are tough and you've been a decent person, people are willing. I help anybody out. I do help people out. I mean, I feel great doing that. But when you burn your bridges behind you and you treat people like they're dogs and like they're garbage, eventually karma comes back. Eventually, all the chickens come home to roost. Pension planning for San Francisco employees. I didn't grab that whisk. I forgot all about it. Do you ever type in on YouTube LA the Mayor? I believe it was 2 days ago. Shut all the. Yeah, I know. Uh, that's smart to shut down the. That's smart to shut down the gyms, right? People sweat on all that stuff, and you can imagine how many germs are on all that stuff, Gerald. So it understands that the self not that. Good for you, Janet. You stay safe, honey. Stay safe. Stay safe. This is just an initial shock wave. This is like the shock and awe, and uh, nothing will ever be shocking to people again in your lifetime like this. So that's all I'm saying. The next things will be, they'll be bad, but there won't be the shock value of it like this. Every collapse starts with shock and awe. I'm from glad you left that whisk behind. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, channel your inner Gloria Gaynor. Exactly. Anything that's going to have an effect? Yes, I think absolutely, Gerald. Absolutely. Yeah, Black Pig is fine. He's doing good. He's a survivor. In the short term, of course, people want things delivered in, but in the long term, the money will dry up for those kind of things. Yeah, this is much worse than the 9/11 shock. Much worse, and the effects will last for perhaps 10 years coming up. It'll redefine a generation here. Oh, it'll be worse than 9/11 vintage. When all is said and done, this will make 9/11 look like a Sunday school picnic. Yay, Wilson! This ain't no 9/11. I talked about on the Murphy channel today that if they think it's all Corona related, they should have just shut the stock exchange till things become clear. If they think it's just a virus, right? Not worse than 9/11 psychologically. Well, I think it will be. It's still playing out, Cheryl. We've not hit the maximum point. We've not hit the maximum point of panic yet. Sad to say. So that's where you still have a lot of people that haven't thrown in the towel, that are still buying this as if it's a bargain gone down. So until those people are gone, and we're not done with the shock and awe yet. The chef's like, it was better when the CIA just blew up buildings. I'm so looking forward to hanging out with Chef. We're going to be doing some cooking, Chef. I'm going to help you gear up that restaurant again. I'm going to volunteer my time in there. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, we haven't hit the maximum point of panic yet. You remember when the longest time they ever shut the stock market? They shut the stock market down August 31st, 1914. They shut it down for 4 months with the outbreak of hostilities of World War One. They closed it down. 4 months. They closed it down in 1929 in several days in early November of 1929 for holidays to catch up with all the bookkeeping. It's not unprecedented to close the stock exchanges. So, yeah, this is just the opening act. That's like it's the opening overture. Do 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 do. Yeah, safe distancing. Yep, JJ. What will the ripple effects be? Job loss, bankruptcy, federal budget deficits that require huge cuts in other areas to offset the increased spending, eventual restructuring of what the federal government's able to do. You know, that's what the effects are. I'm glad to be home. It's like a playbook. There you go, Cheryl. Cheryl's coaching Gerald. I like that. Look for the hot weather. Bring on 110. Might help. That's what I say, Jamal. Exactly. Yeah, the ripple effects will be tremendous here. 7 counties. Yeah, ours wasn't one of them, Golden State. It may be tomorrow morning. It may be tomorrow that Sonoma County will be added to that. I love Cheryl's on top of it, man. She's got a great heart. You've certainly demonstrated your heart to me, Cheryl. That's for sure. I'm happy to be home, Bunny. I put them over on. I do, Kathy. I put them over on the Rosie Murphy channel. You might want to check them out. I did one this morning. Hey, perfect. I did one this morning on the possibility of closing the exchanges until things blow over. They need to enforce staying at home. If it has a big effect on one music in line, losing that, then they owe more than the bank take. Then they'll probably declare a moratorium, Coach, like they already declared a moratorium on interest payments, interest on student loans and things. But the problem is, when you declare a moratorium, I mean, you don't pay, but the bank doesn't get paid, right? So your mortgage, somebody's hurting somewhere along the line, right? So millions of people don't pay their mortgages, and then what about the notes and the bundled mortgage, collateralized mortgage obligations that form part of pension fund? You can imagine. I mean, it's not that simple. See all the idiots, they should be mandatory quarantine. Hey, PA, wow, PR Morse, haven't seen you in a long time. Mid-South Bank is delivering food to the homeless. Good for you. Yep, Gerald, you're going to be fine. You're going to make out just fine. We always got the Rancho, okay? It's the last refuge, right? Through those big double gates. Come on in. Make sure you have a skill with you. Hey, Oz, how you doing, babe? Yeah, make sure you sub up the Rosie Murphy channel. That's where I put up a lot of financial things. Yep, come on in. We're going to party like it's 1999 around here. Everybody except one person. You have to get in line to get in. Yeah, it'll all be like, yeah. But I'm not going to work on anybody's van, right? Hunkering down. Yeah, you're good. You're good, Gerald. You're gold. You're gold. I always admired Gerald. Oh, thank you, Kathy. Love your Zen. Well, remember, Rosie, I'm the person who liked the boarding houses and communal living and people together. So, what a way. What a thing. Elba said, the less you got, the less word you need to be kind of true. Up to a point. But figure this. Collapsing YouTube revenue. Zero job prospects. Right? Zero goodwill. Sounds like 1, 2, 3 strikes and you're out. That's it. So KOA Resort, the hostel. That's it. Look at Julie's, like her Hillary's book was on sale for $1. Oh, thank you, Bunny. It's probably a little small for me, but what the hell? That's right, Vintage Soul. Oh, damn, Tribe. Jeez. Tribe's like, we better warn the insurance companies to start canceling policies out there. Yeah, 2 + 2 = 0, exactly. Shit, Tribe, you're funny as fuck. Yeah, it is. That's true, Kathy. And there's a lot of people that are going to, I don't revel in anybody's misery, but there will be a lot of people that will, payback will be something, you know, it'll really be something. You need to do a restoration on a U-tune one day. Yeah, all those babies being born now. Yeah, the local stop, there's no meat here, there's no cereal, there's no bread, there's no hot dogs, bacon. They have totally stripped out their ghetto stores here. So, I just think, Julie, that's funny as hell that Hillary's book is gone for $1 on the bargain shop. Yeah, it's time to pay the piper. Yeah. He needs to retake his taillights on his truck. They'll have to press Tribe's hearse into operation. Oh, thank you, Bunny. Rosie, throughout your life living in this country, ever seen a food shortage here? No, and I don't think anybody will really go hungry, Gerald. They will start to enforce. You know, it'll be the food police there to make sure you're not overloading your cart with tons of beef and other things. They're gonna, you know, until the supply chain gets smoothed out. Yeah, they're gonna have to put limits on things. It's just the way it goes. They'll have signs posted when you go into the store as a courtesy to all customers. We are going to limited purchases of X, Y, Z to blah, blah, blah. Thank you for your cooperation. Who did you mean? No, Maddox. I mean people that have depended on other people and have ended up being insulting to them, degrading to them. It's going to be a joy for some people to watch the misery that's visited on them. Not necessarily me. I could turn on a dime with a big apology, but I don't hold out much hope, and I don't really care. I've had a much better time with with that person out of my life now. It's been wonderful. So scared yeah, they're limiting food here in Vegas already. Yeah, limits make sense. It's we don't need to eat 10. I mean, I had a picture of somebody leaving the store here in Sonoma County. They had 40 cuts of beef in there. I mean, what the hell, right? Just totally wiped out the store. You can't do that shit. What's the point? Thank you, Dude's World. You drink that Modelo with class. Yeah, what's the point of taking all that out? You don't need that. They grabbed all the hot dogs, the turkey dogs, all that crap. What will happen to people who do not have any money for food? T-Bone, the government will give them money to buy food, would be my answer. Or at least dollars. I don't know if it'll be money at that time, but yeah, beans, rice, potatoes go a long way. Yeah, thank you. Cheryl's like, please don't turn on a dime. I couldn't face you again, Cheryl, if I did. Can you imagine Cheryl would be like, bam, the uppercut. It's boom. I know you have a comment, but how many times? I know, Jan. I know. I get the message this time. I've really truly moved, but I will not see anybody in abject misery for sure. We say stocked up and are rolling low on toilet paper though. Do you have any old socks, Kathy? She's impressive. Jeez. God. Cheryl's like, it's your life. No, I don't want to face Cheryl. I can't stand to face you. Cheryl's like my conscience. What the fuck, Cheryl? This is long overdue, honey. I should have done this a long time ago. I mean, you friggin' earned this, honey. There you go. If anybody has earned that, Cheryl has earned that. She has been through the mill. That's the latest thing. How you doing, boss? You're attaching a bidet to your toilet. Their latest thing being floated is $1,000 for each adult in the nation. I got my $1,000 check before, so I'll take it. I'll take it. Well, Cheryl, you finally earned your wings in here. You finally earned your wings in this chat. Go do your thing. Knock some people over the head. Hey, JCM, how you doing? Let's all give Cheryl a big yay. She's been abused enough in the chat here with my bullshit. I really like her. I really like Cheryl. Sometimes I wondered if she hated my guts or not, but she's been on my channel for a long time. And, she's I'm not going to kiss her ass, but I'm just saying, we're good. Yeah, look for some old socks, so. Yeah. Yeah, Cheryl gets 100 hearts. Yeah, she's I don't know what to say. I've put Cheryl through so much crap over the last 5 months or so. So, hey Janice, how you doing? It'll be more significant because it'll be in a disease that touched off that pricked a balloon of the hyper speculation of the stock market. It'll be the pinprick, boom, that popped the bubble. That's what'll be significant. Hi, Catcher on the Rye, how you doing? Nice to see you. It is somebody's Modelo here that was left behind. Yeah. Cheers. I'm going to have one more tonight too. This is going to be much more significant. This will rank on a par with 1929. This. I am. I'm relishing it. Yeah. Na na doo doo Buenos dias. Buenas noches de Mexico. Modelo cerveza más fina. Yeah. Yes, this is very good, especially the dark. I like a dark beer. Hey, Toon Cat, how you doing? The hell is a nabish? A nabish kampf. That's like meathead in Yiddish or something, isn't it? Huh? A nabish kampf. How you doing, Pam? Yes, house prices are going to drop radically. Yes, uh, it does. It takes 6 hours to drink one of these. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hmm. Uh, I came. I came from Depression era stock too. Like I said, I was born on one end of the kitchen table while Pops was eating breakfast on the other. Yeah, yeah. Hey Bob, how you doing? And he went up to some Assyrian roasted vegetables. I got to tell you, Sakamoto, that was a killer recipe, man, with the rosemary and the salt and pepper. And I bought turnips, I had carrots and potatoes. Damn, they were good. Darn, that was good. We're survivors, Tom. Yeah. I'm thinking the big D, Matowix, because the difference between a D and an R is the shock and severity of the onset. Carrots, yeah. Nebbish, a person who is regarded pitifully ineffectual, timid, or submissive. He's a nebbish. Oh, there we go. I love words in Yiddish. They're so good. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Say what? One more of those babies and I'll be in a happy place. How long till the zombies show up? Do I have time for a nap? Nobody's going to go hungry in this country, okay? All right. Anybody really wants to put a roof over their head is going to have a roof over their head. In my opinion, beyond that, life may not be as comfy, but this is the U.S. after all, so we have a lot more yeah, we have a lot more technology set up, but we're still bound by our human nature, Matowix, and we can't escape that. You have depressions when now you're out of work, yeah. I know. I love beer. I love beer. Mike Loyal. I'm so happy these days, Mike Loyal. I'm so happy, happy, happy. I'll be back. I'm gonna grab myself another one. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There's justice in the world. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Justice in the world. Where's Tribe? He should be out celebrating. Huh? Yeah, nothing wrong with a few drinks. Yeah. Who's got a problem with my drinking? At my age, I like to be drunk every night. I'll tell you the truth. Yeah, we will survive. We're all from Pioneer stock, Bunny. Exactly. Exactly. Let's not get it twisted. Nobody's going to go hungry in this country. I'll tell you that. So that's the good news. People might trim back a bit. How you doing, Timothy? We've got to get through the shock and awe. We're about 65% through what we got to go through. I just love the taste of beer. Tell us where you get your energy. I don't know. I've always been a fireball. I don't know. Like I say, what's going to kill me is looking the wrong way crossing the street one time. Wham! 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 Bam! Just like that, like Gerald says. Bam! Just like that. Used to drink like 20 Modelo's with my Mexican friend. I don't think I could drink 20. I don't want all the calories of the Modelo. So, but it's always nice drinking somebody else's beer. So. I love beer. I love beer. See what a good mood we're all in now. We came in tonight. We were feeling all gidgety and all lousy. Now look at us. We're having laughs again. We're having a good time. This is life. You know, you don't need a lot in life. It's not the things that we have. It's the relationships that we have. I'm convinced in life that really make things fun. You think back to your best memories in life. They weren't the Mercedes-Benz that you bought. They weren't the 26-foot Chris Craft sports cruiser. They weren't the condominium in Honolulu. They were things that you did with your family, things that you did with your friends, barbecues, anniversaries, 40th birthday parties for people, 50th birthday parties for people. Those are the things that you think about on your deathbed, and it's the things that really enriched your life, or things that you did with people, not the things you owned in life. Yeah, we're always having fun. Yeah, Skunk D's feeling good. Yeah. Don't you agree, JJ? It's. I think about the people I know on YouTube, the Mr. Z's, the Monkey Boys, the Geralds, the Andreas that I've met, the people. You cannot put. There's nothing to compare. And what would I do with a Road Track 210 van? Or it wouldn't be me, right? But when you think about meeting Debbie Lynn and meeting Drury and meeting Narce and Francis and all the tremendous number of people I've met over the years. That's the things, right, Andrea? That's the stuff you remember. Yeah, block party when you're all done. Get to know your neighbors. Do a cookout. Learn how to cook again. All right. Forget about Starbucks coffees, the $5, $6 coffees. And all some great characters. Yes, that's exactly right, Catcher. My dad always said you will be remembered for how you make people feel. Exactly. You will remember how you touch people's lives when all is said and done. And that doesn't cost a thin dime to do that. Not a thin dime. Yep, the Goat Man. Hey, Drunker, I'll do you one better. I almost started smoking. Again, I was almost like, give me a smoke, right? Some guy came up and gave D a pack of Pall Malls that he only smoked one. He said, yeah, I'm quitting smoking. You want these? And he's like, yeah, okay. Yeah, it's like when we had no Sunday shopping. You had all the blue ball. Yeah, it's people. It's not things. My greatest memories have nothing to do with material goods. They're nothing in my life. Nothing. I'd like to be hanging with Insane Chef in his kitchen and just trying recipes and hanging out. I'd like to be in a friggin' boarding house with a $400 a month room and have 10 other YouTube people living there and just having a blast. I can get the condoms. Does a man come with it though? Well, maybe I do, Pam. All you have is your health. That's it, Tribe. That's why he's a survivor. That's why. But Tribe, this is your era. This is your everything you've always thought about YouTube, everything you've always thought about the state of the world and the state of the screwed up relationships on YouTube. It is literally your time to shine. Okay, this is it. Okay, this is it. Maddox is like, that's good because material goods and money just took a big drop. Actually, money became intensely more valuable coming up, right? Intensely more. In the next 3 months, your purchasing power of $1 is going to go up dramatically in this country, okay? Because you just lost $3 trillion of whatever got blown into smithereens. All right, so that's a lot of potential purchasing power. It's gone now. So thank you, JN. That's it. Well said as usual, honey. Yeah. Sunday was pot pie dinners from Swanson's. Ooh, yeah, put it down on the table. Sunday was home fried chicken dinner. Exactly. Junker, you're a survivor, man. Come on, man. You survived Minnesota winters and you've survived the Boyd and everything. Come on, man. Yeah. Junker's a survivor. Junker, your life is all bought and paid for, man. Come on. Don't bullshit us. You got those Scandinavian values in you. Isn't it funny? Did you see that story about the Norwegian press said there's 40,000 Norwegian students in America? And they said, come home, please, because America's like a third world nation, their medical system. You got to get the hell out of there. Yeah, it's going to be okay. Yeah, it's going to be a buyer's market. It's going to be an employer's market. The now hiring signs are going to disappear like crazy out there. People are going to be fighting for jobs. The unemployment rate is going to go spike straight up. You're going to see more demands for qualification. No more, I don't feel like working today. Take me off the schedule. It's a dress down Friday. Yeah. You're going to see a very strong work ethic again. That's good. Everything will be good. That's funny, Tom. That's it. And you're going to see, of course, how can house prices be sustained when $3 trillion went up in smoke? So, yep. There you go, skunk ape. Deadbeats will, Yeah. It's going to be a very interesting time to be on YouTube, I'll tell you that. More crappy jobs for low paid? No, there won't be a lot of crappy jobs, Madowicks. The people that turned up their noses at Home Depot and stuff, they'll be firing in applications like there's no tomorrow over there, and they will know where everything is in the store. Yes, yes, yes. They won't call in sick. They won't just take their apron and throw it in. I quit. Fuck you. I don't work mornings. Well, you do now. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now low pay is a different story. I mean, yeah. How does the government balance affect our house price? Well, let's put it this way, Madowix. We just had trillions of dollars of values evaporate into thin air. Okay, in the last 3 weeks, boom, gone. Now you tell me how that doesn't have an effect on values. Okay. There's never been a time in history when we've had a recession or depression that it has not adversely affected real estate prices. Okay, that's just the reality of things. The Rancho was 189,000 in 2011. 3 years after the bubble burst, it hit its low. It'll probably be 189,000 or lower again. Okay, will it bother me? Not one bit. Hey Jay, yeah, the future should be a good rally tomorrow, but the rally will be quickly testing the downside again. Yeah. It doesn't matter, Madowix. It's what happens at the margin that matters, and most people do not have homes that are paid off. Most people have mortgages to be paid. You should be drinking Rockies. I should be. I don't have a damn Rocky in the house. Whiskey. Bring me some Rocky. Oh, that's right. Jess will get jealous. She might have the hiney, but I got the... Well, I don't know if the president was ever a successful business person, to tell you the truth, Madowix, but it's not germane. I don't know, you know. Yeah, the dollar's going to be buying much more, but it's going to be much harder to get. But, you know, the government's going to be expanding the federal balance sheet like crazy, and God knows what effect that's going to have. If that touches off hyperinflation, then your house will be good to go, okay? Right now, we don't know. Right now, I vote deflation. Good night, Jan. Deflation will be the thing. ATM. Last I heard, Norm had $30,000 of credit card debt, so whatever. Well, I don't know. Mine are set by Prop 13, so they don't really change that much. This is Tribe's era here. This is Tribe's era. Cheryl, you look good with that wrench, honey. You look good with that wrench. If it's anybody in my chat that has earned a wrench, there she is right there. Cheryl S. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Man, the crap that she went through the last 4 months. Yeah, Whiskey's like, I'm quitting my part-time day job. Whiskey, this is actually wait 2 years, and that's theoretically proven in history. The best time to start enduring businesses is at the very depths of depression and recession. Our biggest names in the business, Fortune 500s, were all born out of the depths of depression and recession, okay? That's it. Best time to start a company. Yeah. WOG and O'Kelly Enterprises Incorporated. I want a wrench. Give it to me now. Yeah, I don't do that with. I never did that with wrenches, really. Would you buy cheap cruise ship stock? Let's put it this way, Madowix. Cruises were an anachronism, just like they were in the 1920s. Okay, when the Leviathan and all the big famous cruise ships of the day were out there plying the way between Liverpool and New York. Okay, all the big cruise ships. Guess what? The cruise industry dried up from 1930 to, the Love Boat brought it back into vogue in the early 1980s or whatever. Okay, it's now past its peak. It will never be what it was again, and the whole cruise ship industry will shrink down to the strongest. Maybe it'll be Norwegian Cruise Lines. Maybe it'll be Carnival. Who in the hell knows? But that'll be it. Okay, there won't be people signing up for cruises, not because of Corona, but because they can't bloody afford it. That's why. Yeah, it's a trailer park with a propeller, skunk cake. Exactly. I mean, shit. Now, don't get me wrong. I would fucking love to be on a Kid Rock party cruise, okay? I mean, it would be wild. I mean, it's just nonstop partying from like 10 a.m. till 4 a.m. in the morning. You wake up, you're permanently drunk on deck. I mean, that would be a blast, okay? But that's going to be a rarity, man. It's going to be out of step. People are like, Rosie, why don't you be funny tonight? Why do you have a serious topic? It's hard to come on and be a comedian, when people's lives are being blown up. Shasta root beer. That's right, Wog. There's a lot of self-made millionaires. Yeah, and that's why my tooth probably won't be addressed for my, I called my dentist today. He said, don't even call me until a month from now. It's like, I was going to go to Mexico and get it done. He's like, yeah. You should have gone down there and gotten it done then, because I'm not looking in anybody's mouth for the next month. Fuck. Yeah, Rick James, I got enough booze for a month. I like that, Rick James. That's a shame, Annie. I can't believe that somebody would hold off on a biopsy, though. That seems unbelievable to me. That's not elective surgery, like blowing up my butt or something. That's not the same. Yeah, my dentist is like, forget about it. I'm not looking in your mouth. My dentist, I didn't even like doing your mouth anyway the first time with heroic dentistry. Don't call me until May. It's like, really? He's Chinese. It's like, I'm the problem? No, Laura, call your own dentist, see what's going on. You think they want to open your mouth right now? I got a damn filling that's got to be drilled out and a new one put in. Looks like might have enough too on the stereo. Yeah, I got plenty back here. Yeah, my dream of the free market is got to be without currency. Mercantilism won't allow it. We're coming into a period of price adjustment, Lee boy. There's been too many values have been destroyed. There's been too much capital value has been wrecked in this economy. It's going to have to adjust to that. Which one of the girlfriends blew up your have to hoard that longer. Well, I don't know, Laura. Dentists have this penchant to want to survive too, and my thing is not considered an emergency. I don't like the mayor of San Francisco. The mayor of Oakland is a dick. This woman down there, so repoed, yeah. They would close up. I'm sure if I called and it was critical, but he was in a very nice way, said, hey, just call me in a month. Uh, I'll write you a prescription for an antibiotic, which I'm picking up tomorrow. So, okay, all right, that's fine. Don't chew on that side of your mouth. It's not considered an emergency. Like, there's nothing emergency about that. Emergency is when you fall over and smash your teeth on the ground, then call me. That's an emergency. Yeah, my dentist is like, I'm not doing anything in the office unless I absolutely have to. I gotta wait. It's fine. I wanted to go down to Mexico and get it. Yes, cancer should be an absolute biopsy, Annie. I can't believe the son of a bitch is pushing you off on a biopsy. Shouldn't delay on doing a biopsy. What the hell? Yeah, that's right, Wog. You and the brain surgeon. Although, let's face it, Wog, you're better looking than the brain surgeon. You got it all over him at this point in time, okay? You also have the Rancho to fall back on. Like, what does he have? Right? Yeah, I went to wet markets. Judy, I went to wet markets every day in China. They were fantastic. Fish, shrimp, chicken, skin fresh and prepped there, beef hanging, pork in the morning. No refrigeration. Beautifully handled as it had been done for thousands of years in China. Never got sick, never had an illness in my life from being over there eating. Because they put it out in the wet market at 8 a.m. in the morning, and by noon, it's gone. Okay, that's the beauty of that. Watching the algorithms flip like a coin. There you go. That's why if you can't laugh these days, you want to come on here to laugh. You don't want to sit here and have a Ben Stein economics lecture. Now, class, turn your books to page 248. We'll now talk about the relative price theory and the economic demand curve as blah, blah, blah. Yes, I don't think that Trump will be, I think that Trump will be defeated in this election. There's too much shock to the system of people. In other words, the person that can run it and can always say, well, yeah, I would have done this, I would have done that, that would have never happened, blah, blah, blah. And people will eat it up. But Trump will not be reelected for a second term. Too much shock. Yeah, it's good to laugh, but take it serious. But taking it serious is it's not gonna solve the issues. You and I are incapable of that. All we can do is analyze it, try to make sense of it. And I mean, I am liquidating things, and I'm going to try to get some assets lined up, liquidated to cash, because in a couple weeks, there's going to be a great buying opportunity for one of the biggest rallies in history. It's not going to last long, 4 months, 5 months, but it's going to be big, and it's going to be sustained. Okay, and I'm going to try to make some money. So I've got to get some crap lined up for that. So super spreader, yeah. That's right, Junker. Who doesn't die wins. I just hope that Biden knows what planet he's on. Yeah. Are we in the solar system? Market reset, that's it. I don't think there's... depressions are a terrible time for war. It's when the depressions linger for a long period of time, Tom. That's when people get desperate and they turn to dogmatic leaders. They turn to people that are gifted with a golden tongue. They turn to demagogues that tell them, I am the way, the truth, the light. Put your faith in me and all will be good. That's why dictators rise to prominence at the end of depressions and things, because they make people feel good again. Raytheon. Boy, I remember Raytheon and the microwave oven. Yeah. Planet Dementia, yeah. I'm going to start selling peace of mind to people out of my trunk of my car. Well, you're doing some cool interviews on the street, Wog, you know? You're like, hey, man, do you know what coronavirus is? The guy looks at you like, what the fuck? Do you know what a bottle of vodka is, man? Maddox, because it's early days to gold. Remember, when the paddy wagon comes to town, Maddox, all the good girls get taken away with the bad girls, okay? Only later downtown do they sort it out. Okay? Give it time. Gold will rise to prominence again, okay? Right now, everybody got taken downtown to the police station, all right? They'll straighten it out. No, I think that it's too big of a shock to the system. So people want to find one person to blame, and they blame the president of the United States. So I hope I get a block. That was good. My family was sustained on government cheese in the 1970s. We had these nice big blocks of like Velveeta, man. They were nice. Mom, I'm tired of these cheese sandwiches. Shut up. Just take it and eat it. Hey, Janet. No, this is the upbeat chat. How you doing? Yeah, thank you. Help me. We're all walking zombies. Janet will be glad to welcome Biden in. Government cheese. Yeah, yeah, yeah. What's up, Janet? Yeah, we're going to have very high unemployment. We're going to gradually take that. I mean, it's easy for companies like to win. So many companies will say, we're going to continue paying our employees during this down period. Well, that's good to a point. All right. Then it's like, gee, that's weird. Things just aren't getting better. I'm sorry. We got to quietly let you go permanently. Sorry about that. All right. I got government cheese. My family got government cheese, Janet. Lots of blocks of government cheese. Yeah. Have you ever read Barren Meadow by... No, I've not, Lee Boy. Have you ever read The Elliott Wave Theory by Ralph N. Elliott? No place like home. No place like home. That cheese was good, too. I got home from school. My mother's like, did you forget something? What? You forgot to get the damn cheese on the way home. Get out there and get in line and get that cheese. Oh, God. Yeah, that's what Cheryl's like. Nobody's going to win anything at the Win for years to make up for it. I don't know what that means, Manu. HSN6 virus detected in Sichuan and the Philippines. I don't know, man. Hey, I'll throw you out some letters too. VXR5 virus has just been discovered in Vanuatu and Cook Island, okay? Jesus. I tell you, man, just attach letters here. VRXL chat. I don't know, man. I'm not surprised. We bought Velveeta the first time in driving. I have no idea what to do with it. Lori, it's very shelf stable for a long period of time. That's the beauty of it. It's all wrapped in the foil. It keeps good, and it ain't gonna be bad. That's good. I'm gonna get $1,000 check. Yay! I'm gonna get my check from the government. Yay! I'm excited. I'm excited. ABBA virus discovered in Sweden. Yeah, there is something in the air, my friend. Do 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 do. Fernando. See how we're laughing tonight? I started this chat tonight. Everybody was as serious as a heart attack. Now we're laughing again. It's like this is life, you know? Oh, don't even tell me about the Aramco, man. I don't even want to think about that crap. $30, $29 a barrel oil. Aramco. I'll tell you when it's time to buy oil stocks again. The time to buy oil stocks is when Exxon totally eliminates their dividend. Okay? You heard it here first. That's it. On that day, when there's no market for that stock, I want you to take your resources and throw it into that. All right? You might get them, Cheryl. You might. I replied, not much I can do. It can take a couple weeks. Get that wine. I think what qualifies, if you're an adult in this country, I believe you'll qualify for a $1,000 check, which ain't chump change, okay? I could take $1,000 and I could pay off a good bit of the balance on my van. I've still got to pay off. Okay, that'd be a good thing. That'd be helpful. I'll spend some money in a restaurant or something. I'll give $50. There you go, Dave. Hey, welcome back, D. D could use a $1,000 check, right? Being stuck in the house for weeks will kill us. Laura, you got to get out there hiking, honey. You got to go up to Charleston, up there to Mount Charleston, right? 1 or more months. Yeah, for me, my medical expense goes up to $1,200 a month, April 1st. That's a lot. Now, I know that the medical system's going to change in America. Probably within the next 3 years, the whole private sector medical system will collapse. It'll all be government anyway. I'll get your YouTube. I don't want to. Why you keep talking about the fucking play button, tribe? You got that dickhead Skiwi living in a Prevost. What's that dipshit gonna do? No, I can't get Medicaid, Lee boy. No. I love Frank Sinatra. When somebody loves you, it's no good unless he loves you. All the way through the good and lean years and through all the in-between years. Come what may, ooh, who knows where the low... The problem is, he's not going to be eligible for a $1,000 check because he's not in the system anymore. He's non-existent on the tax rolls. Sorry. Oh, where's my $1,000 check? It's going to be another turn of the screw. Yeah. You have to have some kind of presence in the system to get your check. I mean, it's not like just show up and here it is. What's your name? How do you spell that? Okay, here you go, mate. Oh, that's funny as hell. You're not going to get a check if you haven't contributed. You're not going to get anything. Yeah, I'm paying a fortune on mine. I mean, that's good. That's going to be the really funny. That's going to be the really funny thing. Tools like, oh no. I am being nice. Hey, Kirsten, how you doing, honey? How long will we be paying back the 1,000 a month for everyone? I don't know, Julie. It's not going to make any difference in this situation. It's like a carnival game at that point. It'll be nice, but it's not going to dent the future course of this downturn. Matawick says 1,000 won't change anything in an outbreak situation. Beer money, of course it won't. This is not like 9/11. This is not. This is not like that. This is a totally different era here. I'd be quarantining, man. I guess all this McCafe are good for bathroom usage. Yeah. It's funny. I'm a nobody. It's like I came to get my check. What? Hold on a minute, man. Hold on. What? We don't. Let me see. I don't. I'm sorry, man. We don't see you on. Are you legal in this country? How do you spell that last name? Look, I don't mean to. Are you legal here, man? Or are you an undocumented? I'm sorry, we're not giving undocumented. I'm real, man. I'm like, all right, hold on a minute. Have you filed taxes the last 5 years? I don't know. Hey, Kirsten. Good night, Dave. Sorry, man. I don't know. Maybe you better make an appointment down at get shit squared away downtown. Okay. Where would we mail it to anyway? Gee, it has to be on the list. Check again on my YouTube celebrities. It's like Giphy, you know. Go fuck yourself. There ain't no check. That's what I say, guys. If we can't laugh, see, we started out tonight. We were like all on a serious note. Now we're having a good time. We're having some laughs. We're back to, we're back to real life. Good night, Deb. Nice to see you, honey. I don't know, Laurie. He's passed into irrelevance. From what I saw, he came on at 3 a.m. in the morning last night. It's like, what are you going to talk about that people care about? Your thoughts on what's going on? It's like Jethro Bodine talking about Beverly Hillbillies. Yeah, give me some Kellogg's cornflakes first. Oh, man. It's like, who in the hell cares, man? I mean, honest to goodness, I mean, that's like, putting back the, you want to sleep on the top or the bottom around the strawberry roll-ups. Yeah, so we'll drop that. I don't want to give him any attention on the channel here. It's going to be interesting enough to see him spiral down when the YouTube advertising money goes down and everything. Yeah. Oh, I know Scuff Life from not talking for the night before. My channel's all about RV life and RV vehicles living. And I'm not going to talk about it again. The whole second half of it's all about. Dee and I were laughing our asses off yesterday. Opening a hostel. Oh, I don't know, Joni. I don't know, honey. When do you think? Huh? Like never? Never? Even Mr. X was appalled, so that tells you something. It's going to be a very interesting 2020. Amy, life journey, I would say YouTube AdSense money is going to be cut at least in half. And probably over the next 2 to 3 years by about 60 to 75%, I would say. So anybody who thought that they're going to make a living, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be depending on the kindness of and goodwill of people of your subscriber base. But your subscriber base is going to be like, well, what are you doing for us? Where are you taking us? We're not seeing any adventures, right? Take us someplace, man. I have no idea, Dream. I don't follow it anymore. I don't care. Yeah, 2020 is very ominous. Yeah, we're not even done the shock and awe yet of this thing. We've got one more huge down leg ahead of this this initial shock and awe. There is nothing in there's something in the air, my friend. Do 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 do. Oh, that's nice. Deborah says I have an extra bed here for you when you come to New York. Nice. You know, Deborah, New York State is wonderful. It's a beautiful state. There's so much cool stuff in New York. Hey, Snicker. Yeah, I'm going to review a McCafe. Or the Burger King almost meat or whatever the hell it's called. What an idiot. Was it on Top Shop that you bought it? I have no idea, Dreamer. It's not my problem anymore. Who in the world reviews it? I don't know, Cafe. I don't know, Julie. Somebody's desperate to be relevant, I guess. New York is wonderful. Thank you, Kirsten says those new cinematic videos were cool. Thank you, sweetie. Yeah. Thank you, honey. I enjoy making them. Content that will live forever on YouTube. Well, I've never been to Phoenix. So D and I will be meeting up in a few weeks, but I'll tell you what, it's prime time for him to make some serious coin with his stuff. So it was good. I'm happy. Thank you, Kirsten. I'm glad you enjoyed them. Inside all McDonald's, they're closed. Drive-through only, no potty break. That's smart, wouldn't you say? I heard all the Planet Fitnesses are going to close in California too, so that's good. Well, you'll just have to be a survivor, D. You can cook up some cactus in a pan down there. Amazon is hiring. You better get it while it's hot. In another month, there ain't going to be a job to be had in Amazon. Do, 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 do. Cinemas are streaming new movies to homes now. Most cinemas closed. Yeah, I heard that. What's the new Hollywood movie that's going to be streamed to home? They're going to bypass the theater. This is going to be the beginning of the end of movie theaters. Mark my words. Just like Macy's is going to be gone, okay? Macy's is what, $6 or $7 a share now? They're going to be gone. Movie theaters, what's the point? Why bring people together in a movie theater? It's the end of the movie theater era in the world. Mark my words, that's the end of that too, okay? That's what I'm saying, it's done. Movie theaters are done, okay? They'll go the way like Nickelodeon's. Nickelodeon. The Golden State says, I love Macy's, but Macy's is a goner. Okay. The only thing they have is real estate. Okay, that's about it. Well, their day is gone, tribe. There's no point to go to movie theaters anymore. When they can direct stream you to home, why would you ever go to the movie theater? You say for the movie theater experience, at the margin, it's not worth it. No, T-Bone, but I could wake up tomorrow and Sonoma County may be added to the list of shelter-in-place counties tomorrow. But I've got something to do tomorrow that I didn't think I'd be doing, and I can't tell you guys about it for weeks, okay? We'll leave that teaser out there. All right, United Way and Salvation Army. Yeah, the Regal closes. Why would you go to a theater? I mean, the movie theater experience. What the hell does that mean? Sense-Around, big screen, VistaVision, Panavision. Who cares? On-demand movies. That's it. It's not worth dying of corona to go to a cinema. Theaters, I don't think so, Tribe. I don't think so. They're not. They're an anachronism now. You know what, Tribe? Burlesque shows were fun. Vaudeville was fun, but you know what? They're not around anymore. The capital overhead of a movie theater is tremendous. The expense of that, forget about it. Stay home and play jackstones, exactly. Life in the world is going to be reordered. This is Tribe's time. This is what he has lived for. Right? All these bums in the van. It's like he's going to have his. It's going to be like his 52 card deck of Rocky Most Wanted. Right? Little by little, he'll be checking them off the list. Mike Living Free, gone. Elvis Travels, gone. He'll be checking them off on his list. Few months, most things will be back to normal. No, they won't, Janet. I hate to tell you, they're not going to be back to normal. The whole world paradigm has taken a tremendous shift right underneath of your feet. Yeah. Jobby poos. She's like, wait a minute. Oh, no, you have an edge, D. You're already working, you know? Oh, this shit. Yeah, you work, D. That's the difference between it. Will brothels be cheaper? Well, let's just say Matawick's $5 on the street corner for a little bit of reach around. That's it. That's right, Snickerdoodle. We have each other's back. China will never be back to normal, Janet, for 5 years. You're dreaming if you think things are going to return to normal. You don't understand the history. Do you think Cheryl would consider living in a van? Nah, I don't think so. I think Cheryl's got a nice home in Canada there, Gerald. As great as the van life is, she ain't you and me, brother. Do. Practice my social distancing. I did at the truck stops today. Guys were closing them. I'm trying to get coffee. The guys, I'm just like, whoa, let me just get my coffee first, please. Before you come over and grab the sugar container, just please, okay? And the guy's like, whoa, okay. Wow, lady, all right, go. I was like, I'm practicing social distancing. You got to understand. What are they doing about the homeless? I have no idea, Driammer. I'm not a doom and gloomer, Janner. I'm a realist, honey. I've studied history, okay? I suggest you crack a history book sometime. Needs to manufacture more. I'm a realist, man. I'm not the one that gets caught in the dust. Optimists don't survive, and you got to be a realist in life. Dry snitching. I got to be realistic about what's coming. Nobody trying to shut down. China ain't shutting down anything right now. They've had a mutation to the bird flu now. What's up, JoJo? JoJo in the chat. I remember Home Depot will be out of nails because I will lay in. Jojo, he doesn't have the money to travel. He's trapped in California, so his big mouth cost him dearly. So that's going to be the joy of watching that unfold. That's going to be beautiful. Bear with her. And is went through tough months of hell. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Time to book any. This is blowing way out of me. He's making this case of fruit roll-ups. Yes, Bella Grace. Good choice. Dee's like, I'm in the desert. It all looks good to me. I don't care, man. Y'all panic out there. Woo! I think that COVID kind of mutated here, from what I'm learning. That's the problem here in the U.S. is if this thing mutates to like 1918 virus, then you've got a real situation, because in 1918 some people died within 12 hours of being infected. So very difficult. Now Janet says, are you gloom and doom? No, I'm a realist about it. I'm always happy-go-lucky. I'm always looking for the future to a happier day, but we have to go through the dark woods of spookiness first. I can't deny that that's coming. Okay? I can't deny that that's coming. What do? Just put blinders on? No, I have to recognize the reality of what's coming. Ultimately, there's nobody that has more faith in human nature than I do coming up over the years. That's for damn sure. The resiliency of the human spirit, and the can-do, and the creativity, and the genius of things is beautiful. I got a question. When you're traveling the road, you like carrying credit cards? I always carry credit cards, Coach, because I get 2 to 5% back on all my purchases in credit. So every 6 months, I can get a nice statement of credit on my credit card, cash debit on my credit card statement, which is nice. Yeah, the poor Italian said, you know what, take it seriously. We screwed around with the coronavirus, and we're so screwed right now. Look at what happened in Iran. 150 people died today in Iran. 150 people. Terrible. You see a lady on Fox and Friends this morning was on Prince Crew. I didn't see that, Dream. I did not see that, Dreamer. Picking out, choosing who lives and dies. Yeah, because they have to triage people, okay? It's like, sorry, the old birds, we got no hospital space for you. Sorry. If you make it, that's good. You know, we're pulling for you. We're going to give you season tickets to Pavarotti. Yeah, you know. Cursing Iran is the saddest epicenter of the coronavirus right now, because if you've seen the satellite imagery of the mass graves that they're digging, they're burying 150 people a day in Iran now, and that's probably by the end of next week, that's going to be 400 to 500 people a day, and by April 1st, that's probably going to be 1,000 a day in Iran that are being buried over there. It's terrible, terrible. They've had it early. They didn't take it seriously, and their close proximity, lack of hygiene, is cost them dearly. And they are in a world of hurt. They are number one. Well, Julie, I can't share that. Human beings I don't want anybody to suffer. I don't care what their religious persuasion is. I feel sad about it. They've lost just over 1,000 from a population. But their exponential death rate is what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Anyway, guys, wow, it's almost midnight. I've been babbling for hours here, so I'm going to go ahead and shut it down. And yeah, keep smiling. You know, good times are coming. Janet's going to be happy. The wine will flow. Don't worry about shit. Janet, don't be gloomy. All right. All right, guys. Thanks so much for watching, okay? Good night.